Let's try to share this before we really get started to get into anything. So I'm gonna share this live with Facebook. Put up everybody, and then I'm gonna share it on Twitter. I'm gonna share this on Twitter. Okay. Another thing I don't like is the chat option. Live chat. All messages are visible. All right. All right. What's up, everybody? It's daysuncivil. I'm out to work. I'm a teacher. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. If you're in here, shout out. Let me know who you are, what you got going on, things of that nature. Hopefully, the wind's not whistling into the phone or anything. Thank you, 100 subscribers. I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning in. New content is coming. I just had to get some things out of the way. I'm trying to build up this audience. I'm about community and wanting to share with the people. So I'm kind of doing this like a vlog, so I can talk about. Get some of that out of there. Like a vlog, so I can kind of talk about my experiences with trying to release music and trying to have music out in this day and age. So let me first off by saying, like, if you're doing this on your own and you got a main job and you're trying to release music independently, it costs money. Here's the first thing I want to say. Let's say like you got all your music together and you're ready to try to put some things out. You wanted to get it on Spotify and things of that nature. You have to go through the DSPs. You have to figure out which DSP you're going to choose, which DSP is going to be the best for you. Me personally, I use DistroKid, and I signed up as a record label. So a long time ago, I was just an artist, And if you want to change your content, you have to at least release 3 singles. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Khalif? Good morning. Good morning to you. I have the ability to put out music. Not only do I have the ability to put out music, I can edit and control it. But my release was jacked up. And I'll tell you why my release was jacked up. It's because I put out on the 18th of April. But it wasn't up until Saturday that my song showed up on Spotify. And that kind of messed up. Oh, what's up, my man? Orient Mild, what's up? How you feeling? It wasn't until Monday, I'm sorry, Saturday. Really, I recognized it on Sunday. But it wasn't until Saturday. I had to give them and keep presenting them with the email because there's not a phone number to contact and nobody to tell that your single didn't go through. So I'm trying to get all these pre-saves, and with getting pre-saves, now my music has no stats. There's no stats on the music, so the release date was a bust, And not only that, then, a lot of people, we put music out, but we don't think how we're going to protect our music, how we're going to put ourselves in a position that if we do put our music out and we do get our music on these streaming services, what are we going to do to get the money back? How are we going to get publishing? How are we going to get royalties? Things of that nature. You have to go sign up with these performance royalties organizations, your PROs, your ASCAPs, your BMIs, things of that nature. So luckily, I was already a part of BMI, so I just went and registered the songs. And then I had to think about it, so I had to go back and register my song from 2019. But here's another aspect we don't think about it, that you actually have to copyright your material. So you have to submit your material, whether it's an instrumental, whether it's music with lyrics, because you got to put all this in the PRO so that they can go and see if your music is out there. If people are listening to your music, if even though your music is going to DistroKid, is your music or the monies that's for the number of plays it's going, is it coming back to you? So you have to think about that as well. So if you don't copyright your music, which costs a fee, and you have to, go through. I've been researching that as well. I watched this guy this morning about copyrighting your music and going to the U.S. copyright.gov website and filling out the online SR forms which I'm pretty sure since long ago it was $25. Because I remember I wrote songs for myself and for this other girl, and I copyrighted the music, you know. So you still have to go through that process. So that's music to pay for that's money to pay for the copyrights. There's money to put it out on the DSPs, and just because you pay the DSP fee, you know, like DistroKid, so you know you may pay $35 to be a record label, or 25 or however much, 15, 10, whatever, to be a just an artist. But I did it as a record label. So even in doing it as a record label and becoming a record label, I had to pay all these other fees, because you have all these other fees on the back end. So that cost as well. That was like $18. You know, then, you know, I went and looked at the stats. There's no pre-save stats. There's nothing, because even if people clicked on the link, it's not showing up in the analytics. So, and then there's having a fan base and marketing to your fan base. You know, I don't consider myself having a fan base. Orient Mob. DistroKid is good. It is good. I'm not going to say it's not good. It's just they messed up on my release. So where it should have came out a couple days after the 18th, it didn't come out until Saturday, basically. You know, so that was kind of the big problem. Oh, and I do have a link. If the link is not in this video, it should be. I'll put it up later for you. If you're going to release your music, I have a link, a DistroKid link, where you can sign up for $7 instead of $10. So the music is out there. You know, my single is called "The Traveler." It's the first single from the album "Lo-Fi on the Run." I'm trying to talk, but I gotta cut this air conditioner on. So it's "Lo-Fi on the Run." Is the album. "The Traveler" is the single. And the thing about it is, you know, now you're putting it on other services. And sometimes you look at it and you think, oh, I may have 2,000 followers, you know, or 2,000 subscribers. You know, I hate sounding like, you know, because I don't look at it that way, like followers and subscribers and things of that nature. You know, I look at it as like a community, you know, we share. You know, and then on TikTok, I got 12.6 thousand followers. But then when you put your music up, you know, everybody goes ghost. So, you know, you kind of look at it a certain way. You look, but you know, you also look at the dynamic of social media and what you're in today. If it's not negative, you're not trying. Man, this internet, yo. And if they don't allow you to put a pre-save link up, because when you put your web address in, it cancels it out. So you got to use like Linktree. So there goes something else. I use the free version. My man Khalif I don't know why I keep saying that. Khalif put me on to Beacons, but I notice a lot of people will click on it and click right off. You know, so, but it's what you offer people, it's what you give people, it's what you put in front of their face. You're going to get a different reaction. But I've seen this reaction so many times before, you know. And sometimes you got to give things time to work out. But this is what I've always seen. You put out a sample pack and you barely get any sales. You put your music out, you know, you barely get any attention. But you just got to keep chugging away at it. So, because you never know, one day it might pop. It's just like the YouTube channel. I never thought the YouTube channel would blow up. I just kept saying I'm not going to give up. Why is it every time you got to go somewhere, there's a person that's slow poking in front of you? So, I just wanted to talk real quick about, you know, some of the challenges you can go through with trying to put your music out there. You know, consistency is the key. So I'm not going to stop putting music out. I'm going to continue putting music out. You know, I just want to thank my guys, Khalif, thank DC Carson, Post Music, Creative D Will, Jazzmatic, my homie, everybody that supports blatantly, blatantly is funny as all get out, man. I want to thank him too. Everybody that supports, I appreciate y'all. Everybody that watches the videos, just keep chugging and keep doing your thing, especially in this season and this time. This is a lot going on. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are going through. I have to count my blessings, man, because when you look at this world and the stuff that's going on in this world, your heart really goes out. And, it's not like back in the day when your heart went out and there was some trauma, then there was some music for the trauma. So I just want to, thank y'all all once again for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for always supporting. Man, I appreciate it. I don't care if it gets 5 views. I'm thankful for everybody that, contributes and everybody that speaks and reaches out, So I want to tell y'all, keep pursuing your dreams. Keep chasing after the things that you want to do. Think about your mental health and your mental well-being as well. Because sometimes the pursuit of these dreams and these goals and this music and the disappointments associated with it can cause depression to come. So, you got to fight against this. It's things, if you love this and you're passionate about it, take step by step. I didn't want to hear that when I was young. I remember working at Guitar Center, and there was a guy that he played for Jamal Bryant in his church, and he was going overseas, and I was sitting at the keyboards making Dilla beats. And he was like, yo, man, that beat's hot. He's like, we were talking about working together. And, and I was always like, man, but, I'm not meeting people. I'm not doing this. I'm not moving in this direction. And he gave me this tip. He said, yo, you have to learn how to enjoy life. You have to live in the moment. Sometimes we're so focused on what's the next step, what's the next thing. He's like, just live in the moment, man. Enjoy the moment. That's the thing about life. He's like, you always stressed out, man. Just enjoy the moment. So that's what I just want to tell everybody, just enjoy the moment. So let me recap on some information that I've been giving y'all. We always put our music up on the social media platforms, but we don't protect ourselves. Go copyright your music. You make that beat, copyright that beat. You don't have to necessarily send it to a performance rights organization, especially if you intend to sell it. But copyright your beat. If you want to take your music and make an instrumental album or something like that, you have an option. You can, release it on Bandcamp, or you can release it to like DistroKid, where it could go to, on the streaming platforms, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, things of that nature. But make sure you protect your music, okay? So I want to leave y'all with that. Protect your music, protect your interest. There's also other things I haven't gotten into yet. Like I believe it's Song Trust and Sound Exchange. I want to get into those too. But right now I'm holding off because, you got to have the money for that. I think it's $100 for one. Oh, and not only that, I want to sign up as a publisher for BMI, since I'm with BMI. A lot of people like ASCAP. ASCAP has cheaper rates than BMI. I think it's cheaper to become as a publisher and a writer. I think it might be free. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. It might be free for a writer, and then it could be. Then you have to pay to be a publisher. So, but you still can get your rights regardless. So, but I think I'm gonna leave it on that. So I'm ready to tune in because I'm getting ready to watch this I Am Sight and EA ski show. And I want to see what's going on with that. This is music producers. Let me shut up. I ain't getting into this. But everybody, y'all have a good one. And I love y'all. Peace.